What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike, and today we're going to talk about 2018 and my plans going into the year. Before we get into that, I need to talk very briefly about this Logan Paul situation because it just bothers me. Every single day since he put out the video where he showed a dead body that was real and basically used it for traffic towards his channel, it's just made me feel uncomfortable, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe we're at this point via YouTube or this point via the internet where you're not only willing to maybe step on other people to gain success or to ruin friendships to gain success, but also to exploit someone who's no longer with the world. And you got to think of the people's family involved. I think that every individual, no matter how positive of a person you are, goes through at some point a form of depression. That video upset me, and it also made me think, wow, nobody in your team has a heart. Nobody in your team sees the bigger picture. Nobody in your team has morality or even being almost like a human being. And you guys know I'm not the type of person to put down anyone when people have started kicking them or they're getting a lot of negative feedback. It's just sat with me every single day since I saw that video, the thumbnail, how the video was set up. And I think his editor came out and made a statement recently. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that at all. No. If you edited the content or you played a part in that video and it made you feel so uncomfortable, don't do it. Walk away. I don't want to see people put down the figurehead of the company, which would of course be Logan Paul in this situation. Be like, oh, it was all Logan. This was his idea. When you're that big of a channel, you have a lot of moving parts. And yes, Logan Paul is at fault here. But of course, other people in his team watched this video. They decided as a collective, this was a good move. I don't know if you saw True Jordy's video, but it actually brought him to tears. And you're looking at a guy that's 300 pounds, and he speaks from a man's perspective at all times.
I care about people. And it's sad when someone feels like there's no other option, or that's the best possible option, is death, you know.
If you know that man's content, that was not put on. I don't think he's a good enough actor anyways. He turns on the camera and he lets you know how he feels. I'm bringing up True Jordy not just solely because of his reaction to what happened with Logan Paul and how that made him feel, but the video that he released following his Logan Paul rant, basically he was summarizing his 2017. Something that he said that really stuck with me is that he was so happy with his year, not just because of the growth, but that he was able to capture himself and talk about what he wanted to talk about, and people could appreciate him for that. And that made me think, am I showcasing my personality to the best of my ability in my content? And I felt like sometimes my personality is just not captured the same way talking to a camera 1v1 like this. So in 2018, I definitely want to make more of a push to do a lot more dynamic content, whether that's playing sports, whether that's meeting a lot of the subscribers, and also including my friends in more videos. If you've watched live streams, then you most likely have heard conversations I've had with Ed, Sean, Scavenger, Deo, Andy, and Chelsea. I know we've kind of bounced around a little bit, so let's get some more structure into this vlog. Number one, I will not be continuing the FUT guide in 2018, but I will be live streaming even more than before. I just hated that I was not making content that was up to date. I was missing trends. You guys wanted to see what was happening, and it was too difficult on my end to be able to live stream, create the tips, tutorials, the squads, and then also to slide in enough uploads of the live stream itself, unless I was just putting it up on YouTube, and I didn't want to do that. I still wanted to be cut up. I still wanted it to be edited. It would all be up to date, but it would just be raw. And if you want raw content, then come down to the live stream. Happy to have you there. I welcome you. Number two, and this is not set up just yet, but I'm in the process of creating content for a second channel. I'm gonna bring it back. It's gonna be done right. I created a channel 2-3 years ago, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to keep up with everything that was happening in life, gaming, and that channel. But times are changing, and that's something that I'm going to bring back very soon. I've also been working on concepts for a podcast, and I want to make sure that I do the podcast correctly, where we actually have a studio and you have the right co-host. And on the second channel, you can expect some challenges, some topical vlogs, and then also maybe some lifestyle information. A lot of you have asked me, I know that I have a hat on right now, Mike, what do you use on your hair? What products? What do you tell them when you go to the salon or when you go to the barbershop in order to replicate a similar look? And I'm not saying I'm a guru in terms of style or cosmetics, but I can give you the information that I have. So if that's what you want, I can provide that. Number 3, expect an esports announcement this month. To close out this video, what do you want to see? What do you like about my channel? What do you dislike? Give me some constructive criticism, because at the end of the day, when you're building a YouTube channel, you're building a brand, of course it is about what you want to create, but also what the people that are supporting you want to see. You try to do the best to keep a nice balance of creating content that's relevant not just to you, but also to the community that you've built up, and then of course adding your personality into the mix. Thank you so much for your constant support and appreciation of what I've been doing with YouTube and Twitch and just social media in general.